What if the next time you take your car for an MOT, someone photographs it before you even realize what's happening? Not to catch you speeding, not to catch you on your phone. This is something else entirely, and from the 3rd of August this year, it's already happening at garages across the country. Most drivers have absolutely no idea this is going on. And once you understand why, you'll realize it's not really about you at all. It's about something far more worrying that's been happening behind the scenes of the MOT system for years. Picture Emma from Liverpool. She books her Fiesta in for its annual MOT, drops it off on her way to work, picks it up that evening with a shiny new certificate, and drives off without a second thought. Simple. Routine. Except Emma has no idea that garages like hers are now being asked to photograph her car the moment it's tested, and that photo gets uploaded straight to the DVSA. She's not being targeted, she's not in trouble. But the reason this is happening might genuinely shock you. Here's the problem the DVSA has been quietly wrestling with. Somewhere out there, MOT certificates have been issued for cars that were never actually tested, never even driven into the garage. This is what's known in the trade as a ghost test, and it means a car could be circulating on British roads with a valid-looking MOT certificate, despite nobody ever checking its brakes, its tires, its steering. Think about that for a second. You could be sat in traffic next to a vehicle that looks perfectly legal on paper but has never been properly inspected. That's the real story behind the photos, and it's bigger than most people realize. So here's what's actually changing. From the 3rd of August 2026, the DVSA began a national rollout of a new feature that lets MOT testers capture and upload a photograph of a vehicle at the exact moment it's tested, using a smartphone, tablet, or similar device already used in the garage. Around 2,500 garages across England, Scotland, and Wales are getting access to this in the current phase, with more expected to follow as the rollout continues. But wait, before you start panicking about your local garage snapping pictures of your car for no reason, there's something important you need to know. This isn't mandatory, not yet anyway. If a photo can't be taken or uploaded for whatever reason, the tester simply selects the most appropriate reason within the system, and the test can still be completed. You will not be blocked from getting your MOT result just because a photo wasn't taken. So, if you're picturing some Kafkaesque nightmare where you're stuck at the garage all afternoon because the tester's tablet won't connect to the internet, relax. That's not what this is. Here's where most people get caught out in their thinking, though. Just because it's not mandatory today doesn't mean it stays that way. The DVSA has been very clear that it's strongly encouraging garages to start using the feature now, specifically so testers become familiar with the process before it potentially becomes a formal requirement down the line. In other words, this is the trial run before the real thing. If you want to know where MOT testing is heading in the next few years, this is it. Now let's go back to why any of this matters, because the reasoning behind it is genuinely interesting. Imagine Michael from London. He runs a small fleet of delivery vans and takes vehicle compliance seriously. He gets his vans tested properly, keeps his paperwork in order, plays by the rules. But somewhere across town, another operator might be getting certificates issued for vehicles that barely see the inside of a test center. That's not just unfair on drivers like Michael who do things properly, it's a genuine road safety risk for everyone else. A vehicle with bald tires or failing brakes shouldn't be driving around with a certificate saying it's roadworthy, purely because a test was faked or never happened at all. That's precisely the gap the DVSA is trying to close. The photos are designed to provide evidence that a vehicle was physically present at the time of its test, helping deter fraudulent activity, reduce the risk of certificates being issued when no vehicle was there, and support proper vehicle identity verification. It's not about catching ordinary drivers doing something wrong. It's about making sure the whole system can be trusted. There's another detail that surprises a lot of people when they hear about this for the first time. This isn't some untested, rushed idea the DVSA has thrown together overnight. It followed 2 separate trials involving over 300 garages, during which more than 60,000 vehicle photographs were uploaded. And according to the DVSA's own findings, testers reported that the process was straightforward and had little to no impact on how long the test actually took. So if you were worried this means longer waiting times at the garage, the evidence so far suggests otherwise. Now here's a question worth sitting with for a moment. Would you have known this was happening if you hadn't watched this video? Be honest. Most drivers have absolutely no clue their car might be photographed the next time it's tested, or why. Let's talk about what happens to that photo once it's taken, because this is where a lot of the confusion online starts. The image isn't stored in the garage's camera roll or general photo gallery on the device. It goes directly into the MOT testing system itself. And if you're an authorized examiner, a designated manager, or a site manager, you'll actually be able to see through the existing MOT test logs whether a photo was uploaded for a particular test, and if it wasn't, the reason given for that. So there's a layer of accountability built in, not just for drivers, but for the garages and testers themselves. Here's a story that puts this into perspective. Imagine James from Birmingham, who runs a testing center that's been operating for over 20 years. For him, this isn't a hassle, it's reassurance. Every legitimate test he carries out is now backed up with visual proof that the vehicle was genuinely there. If anyone ever questioned whether a test actually took place, he's got the evidence to prove it did. For honest garages, this new system isn't a burden, it's protection. But the final piece of this story is the one that really matters for every single driver watching this video, and it's the one people miss the most. While taking the photo itself isn't currently compulsory, driving without a valid MOT when one is required has always been against the law in the UK, and that hasn't changed. This new photo system doesn't create new penalties for drivers. What it does is make it significantly harder for a certificate to be fraudulently issued for a vehicle that was never actually tested, which ultimately protects you. Because the last thing you want is to be driving next to, or worse, being sold, a vehicle that supposedly passed its MOT but has never genuinely been inspected. Would you have known your local garage might now be photographing your car at its next test? Has anything like this ever made you stop and wonder how many other checks happen behind the scenes that drivers never hear about? Let us know in the comments. We'd genuinely love to know if this is the first you're hearing of it. So, to bring it all together, from the 3rd of August 2026, the DVSA has begun rolling out a system where MOT testers can photograph vehicles at the point of testing, starting with around 2,500 garages across Great Britain. It's not mandatory yet, and you won't be stopped from getting your test result if a photo isn't taken. But it's widely expected to become standard practice as the rollout continues, aimed squarely at cracking down on fraudulent so-called ghost tests and protecting the integrity of the entire MOT system. This is exactly the kind of change that slips under the radar for most drivers until it's already fully in place. So, before your next MOT, it's worth checking the latest official guidance on gov.uk to see how the rollout is progressing and whether it applies to your local test center yet. If this video helped you understand what's actually going on with your MOT this year, give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel keep making videos that cut through the confusion around UK driving rules. And if you don't want to miss the next update, whether that's about the photo system becoming mandatory or something else entirely changing on Britain's roads, make sure you're subscribed to UK Road Rules Hub. We'll see you in the next one.